This is the beginning of my spring tournament vlog, and so we're going to start with packing, prepping, and praying that I have enough storage for this whole vlog because my phone is forever out of storage space and it's actually really annoying. So here we go. So I was really bad about vlogging the rest of the day, but this is the next morning, me waking up, and you can see I'm not fully awake. My kids had a field trip, my tutoring kids did, and so I went with them, and this is me with my Red Bull. Now I'm a little more awake, and so then we went to the Children's Museum, and I started coloring this picture, and then this was on the bus on the way home. And then I had to come up to the high school to turn in my timesheet. And then I went home and finished packing all my clothes and stuff. And so that's my packed suitcase. Okay, a little update because I've been really bad about vlogging this afternoon. But the night before tournament is always so stressful. And so everything and everyone is crazy and chaotic. And we're all trying to pack and get homework done and everything. And it's just... things are just a lot, but I just have to keep telling myself by this time tomorrow I will be 600 miles away in Utah. But first I just have to get this college assignment done, and my brother is not cooperating and doing what I need him to do. So I had to step out for a second because I was starting to get really overwhelmed trying to argue with him to get him to do it for me. So, you know, more to come. So this was later on after I had finished packing everything and getting ready, and you can tell I'm like really stressed out, but finally happy to be almost done. And so then I decided that I was gonna lay down and chill for a while, and I was just gonna scroll on my phone for a little bit and then go downstairs and hang out with my family, but I ended up falling asleep instead. And so this is the next morning. This was like 3 a.m. You could see I am not awake, but then I went and I got dressed in my Eras Tour hoodie that my aunt got me for Christmas, and a pair of sweatpants and my sneakers. And then we got in the car, and this was on the way to the airport after the sun had finally come up. I think we were like about 2 hours into our drive, and then here we are at the airport finally. And then I thought that I looked cute in this clip, so I just took a video because I thought I looked cute. And then we got on the plane, and everything was really nice. It was a nice, easy 1 hour long flight. This was when we landed in Utah. We decided to fly this time, which we don't normally do. Usually we drive, but we thought we would try out flying because it was just something a little bit different, much nicer. Highly recommend. I don't care if it's only a 1 hour long flight. I'm still gonna fly almost every time I can. And so then we went through the airport, and we went through this really cool blue tunnel to get off the plane. And that was like, it was really cool. The Salt Lake City airport is actually like really cool. I had never been to that airport before, so I wanted to kind of videotape a little bit going through it because it was cool. And so we were on and off of a bunch of auto walks the whole time, and yeah, it was pretty fun. So I'm just gonna let you watch this footage of the airport and mostly the floor, because I spend a lot of time filming floors. And again, I thought I looked cute here, and so that's why I did this. You'll see a lot of me doing like peace signs and the hand under the chin, because mostly just because I didn't really know what else to do with myself when I was recording, because I record these like 2-3 second snippets, and that's just kind of my style of vlogging. I don't know. I think it's really fun actually to do the 2 second snippets and then record audio over it later. Oh my Lord, have mercy. I'm gonna keep walking and pretend I don't know you. Come on, we'll do this. I'm gonna keep walking and pretend I don't know your butt.
You're not gonna leave me to hide if I do this. Go. I said go.
I am going.
Faster.
No, I don't want to walk faster. Yeah, that was my brother just being super annoying. I love him though. He's crazy and annoying sometimes, but I love him, and he gets more annoying whenever we travel for some reason. I don't know if that's just like a sibling thing. But anyway, yeah, that was just my brother being my brother. Okay, you're actually seriously gonna have to like go look for this later.
I remember you saw a post one day that said you'd be walking an average of like a 1.5 miles at SLC. Trying to go up.
No. I don't trust you being behind me. I wish I had recorded what I saw when we got to the top of the escalator because it was really cool. It was this big open area with all kinds of shops and stuff. And then we went through the gates and we ran into a missionary gathering. Only in Salt Lake City Airport will you run into these missionary gatherings. I think that she was coming home from Argentina, maybe. I don't know, but there were a bunch of people gathered outside the automatic doors to greet the return missionary, which I thought was really, really sweet. And so I filmed a couple seconds of it. Yeah. And then we went to baggage claim and we got our stuff, which took a minute because maybe it was here that, yeah, it was because the thing had stopped for some reason, so we had to wait like forever for the rest of our stuff to come around. I got my bag right away, but I think it was my gear bag for karate was what took forever.
Mom's got my gear bag
to come off, and then I think like my brother's bag might have taken an extra couple minutes too. So we had to wait a while to get our stuff, and then we got our stuff, and so then we went on a bunch more auto walkers. I swear to God, this airport is like insane. It is really, really big. Like I thought that DIA was big because I used to come into DIA like a lot when I was a kid, and so I thought that was a big airport until I saw SLC. Salt Lake City Airport is massive, and yes, it is true. You will walk close to probably about 2 miles in that airport. I think it's pretty big. So enjoy more floor footage, but this time featuring my suitcase and my gear bag. So then we got to the rental car desk and we had to wait there for probably like an hour because the line was really long and then they were having tech issues. So it took forever for them to get us our rental car. But after we sat and waited for a while, they finally got it, which was yay. That was great. It just took forever. So then here we are in the car on the way to the hotel. It was about an hour's drive from the airport to the hotel. And so then we went to this place called Cafe Zupa's to eat, and it was amazingly delicious. 10 out of 10. We'll go back. And then we decided to go see the Minecraft movie, which was a great way to spend the evening. It was so funny. If you guys haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend that you watch it because, oh my gosh, it was hilarious. And I actually filmed this whole thing the wrong direction, so that was the thing. And then, of course, the iconic chicken jockey moment. It was us and like one other family in the theater, so there were like not many people there at all, which made it absolutely great. We got like front row seats. I loved it.
Chicken jockey.
And so this was the next day after I got ready, and my dad had training to do for the studio, so that's where we went. Here I am down there at the studio watching him do that. And then we went to this place in the mall called the Rush Funplex, which was like a massive arcade.
slash bowling alley. It was really fun. They had like everything. There was go-karts, there was laser tag, there was bumper cars. It was fun. And then we went to Olive Garden and ate, which was absolutely delicious. And then my brother and I decided to go swimming. So here we are on the way back from the pool. And then this was the next morning as we were going down to go to tournament. And then this was at the tournament, sitting watching. And then did somebody say clean sweep? That's right. Your girl got all 3 gold medals for my events, which amazing. And then I changed because I had to go do judging, which I didn't end up doing. And then we went for our team tradition, which was dinner at Takano's, amazingly tasty. And then we went to this place called Fizz, which is like a soda shop, which Utah's like known for their soda shops. And we've wanted to go try like Swig or Fizz since like the first time we went there, and we haven't gotten to until now. So I got a Coke with cream and whip, and it was absolutely delicious. I loved it. It was so good. So that's gonna be a new thing that we do every time we go, is we're going to Fizz or Swig every time. And then my brother and I decided to go swimming again, and so we were down there for several hours this time. We had a lot of fun. I think he had a lot more fun than I did. He didn't want to leave whenever I was ready, but I was tired and bored, and so we got out and went back up to the room finally, because I was tired. And so then this was the next day in the airport as we were leaving to come back home. And I don't know why this ended up filming the wrong direction. That's like so weird. My camera must have malfunctioned. I don't know. And so then here we are. I think this was after we had landed, maybe. I don't know. All these airport floors all look identical, so it's hard to tell like where is where. We did go to this really cute breakfast shop in the Salt Lake airport. I don't remember the name of it now. I wish I had filmed when we were there. And so then this was us waiting for our shuttle to take us back to our parking lot. And then here we are back in our car. We drove a little ways, and then we stopped to go to dinner, and we went to the Apple store because I was gonna go get my AirPods fixed because they weren't working, but I ended up walking out with a brand new pair, so that was a thing. And so then here we are on the way home, me looking out the window, and then we got home and I got ready and I went to bed. And so yeah, that's my tournament vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I love you guys. See you next time.